the real story behind the Trail of Tears. The year was 1828. In the quiet hills of Dahlonega, Georgia, a discovery was made that would set the stage for a tragedy of monumental proportions: gold. The gleam of gold beneath the Cherokee's sacred soil ignited a frenzy among settlers and prospectors. The once peaceful land was now a battleground for riches, and the Cherokee's ancestral home was at the heart of it. The U.S. government's response was swift and resolute. President Andrew Jackson, a man whose policies often favored expansion at any cost, saw this as an opportunity to fulfill his vision of a nation stretching from sea to shining sea. The Indian Removal Act of 1830 was signed into law, authorizing the federal government to negotiate treaties that would relocate Native American tribes to lands west of the Mississippi River. The Choctaw were the first to face the government's decree. In 1831, they signed the Treaty of Dancing Rabbit Creek, ceding their lands in Mississippi and Alabama. The journey westward began in 1831, and it was nothing short of a nightmare. The Choctaw were ill-prepared for the harsh conditions that awaited them. The winter was brutal, and the path was fraught with challenges. Disease, starvation, and exposure claimed the lives of thousands. A Choctaw chief, George W. Harkins, poignantly described the ordeal as a trail of tears and death. The Cherokee, too, faced the looming threat of removal. They fought back not with weapons, but with words and legal action. They took their case to the U.S. Supreme Court, and in Worcester v. Georgia, 1832, the court ruled in their favor, stating that Georgia's laws had no jurisdiction over Cherokee lands. The victory was hollow, as President Jackson reportedly ignored the ruling, allegedly saying, "John Marshall has made his decision. Now let him enforce it." In 1838, the U.S. government, under President Martin Van Buren, initiated the forced removal of the Cherokee. Approximately 13,000 Cherokees were rounded up and placed into large groups, often over 700 in size. The journey was grueling, and the death toll was staggering. Disease, malnutrition, and exposure claimed the lives of thousands. One survivor recounted the harrowing experience. "Long time we travel on way to new land. People feel bad when they leave old nation. Women's cry and make sad wails. Children cry and many men cry. But they say nothing and just put heads down and keep on go towards west. Many days pass and people die very much." By the end of the 1830s, the 5 civilized tribes had been forcibly removed from their ancestral lands. The journey westward was marked by suffering, death, and the loss of a way of life. The land they were promised in the West was often inhospitable, and the trauma of displacement left deep scars that would last for generations.